so much for joining us right around the nation. Welcome to the War for another weekend. And Chris, look, no, seriously, it's the election, people. It's taken to week 3 of the election campaign, and finally, one of the candidates has got their penis out. I know, yes. In the week of the Arias, it wasn't Axel Whitehead who exposed himself this year, but rather a member of the Christian-based Family First Party who, this is absolutely true, he's been accused of taking pornographic photos of himself. Now, I think we've got the photos here. Just before we go on, we should warn you, though, to turn away for a few seconds if you are offended by the sight of Family First politicians. There he is. Look at that. The worm has returned. Although we should point out that he claims it's not his penis. Not his. Somebody else's penis is there between his legs. I don't know. It's fine to have those kind of pictures circulating on the internet, but I thought he went a bit too far putting that photo on his How to Vote card. Yeah. I mean, certainly not a donkey vote, is it? But look, enough of the gutter politics. Elsewhere in the campaign, the Libs have been in damage control all week after a leaked report about cabinet divisions over Kyoto. Yes, well, Turnbull and Howard have been dodging questions left, right and centre on this all week, and they're desperately trying to put a positive slant on it. I hate the way they try to use spin like that. Oh, you think you hate it? I mean, it's the kids who suffer when Turnbull uses spin. The wrong kind of spin. I'm sure Turnbull can afford the compo. Well, look, you wouldn't see Howard making those kind of mistakes, though. He's a seasoned campaigner. And look, I'm getting sick of people always saying that he's stuck in the past. I mean, where do people get this idea that John Howard is yesterday's man?
We are committed through to 1916.
1916, there's a man looking after our future. But, Craig, I think the pressure of the campaign is starting to take its toll on John Howard. I've noticed he's really hitting the gin bottle in a very big way on the hustings. Isn't he? Yeah. Well, I know, it's getting to him, isn't it? And I know yesterday David and Kim from Channel 10, they tried to cheer him up by giving him this bear. But look, I think he could have chosen a better time to de-stress with a bear. I mean, it was his Monica Lewinsky moment. He should not rely on his bears for a friendship like that. That is a Randy bear. Stop. Oh, that is disgraceful. Look, he shouldn't rely on bears for friendship, John. He should take a leaf out of Kevin Rudd's book and make some new friends on Facebook. Yes, clean friends. The Facebook kind. Because Rudd loves these social networking sites like Facebook and MySpace. He's down with the kids. He is. He's got thousands of friends, more than anyone else. And I went to his sites. He's even friends with this guy. It's a funny type of friendship, though, the whole Facebook thing, isn't it? I mean, does Rudd really count all those Facebook friends as close personal buddies? Because if he does, then I'm sure he wouldn't mind if a few of them did what friends do and dropped round to his place to say hi.
G'day, Kevin. How are you? We're your Facebook friends. Hey, we've come for a friendly sleepover, seeing as we're all such good friends. So what do you reckon?
But I didn't know you had any friends. Yeah.
Oh, no, that's very uncharitable. I know you got 5,000 friends and they're all coming very soon. So...
What if I said there's no room at the inn tonight?
I thought you'd be happy to see us. It's like an old reunion. We've got to catch up on the old times.
We could. You brought some beer too? Yeah. That's not true. That's empty.
I didn't think you'd do the beer again, Kev, after scores, but there you go. Here we go.
Can I just say, I'd love it, but I've been on the road for 2 weeks, nearly, and I've got the kids waiting for me.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah, a friend needs a friend indeed, Kev. You want to help your spirits.
I've got the kids waiting for me. So, next time.
Kevin.
Good night, all.
Oh, Kevin. Very disappointed. Kevin, if you're going to be such a bad Facebook friend, I have to write on your wall, mate. Come on. Oh, come on. This is how the Facebook works. Ask Kevin, he'll tell you.
Look, still on Labor, the ALP made a big promise this week to reform the Freedom of Information laws. Now, here's what they spelled out their policy as.
We do need to ensure that matters that are merely embarrassing to government can be released.
Embarrassing materials will be released. Now, that was the policy, and Craig, some were sceptical about that. But, sure enough, true to their word, Labor released some incredibly embarrassing material this week. Q is more pissed than Howard. It's extraordinary, isn't it? What's that, a gin she on? Yeah, I know. But of course, the big Labor story this week was the expulsion of union boss Joe McDonald from the party. He's been causing headaches for Labor, and here's how Rudd explained his behaviour.
The remarks that he made yesterday were incendiary, inappropriate, and I believe unacceptable.
There you go, get that? He was basically expelled because of his language. And here's the offending language that Kevin Rudd objected to.
I'll be back. How do you like it? I'll be back.
All he said was, I'll be back, but there's no room for language like that in the Labor Party.
No way, and Rudd's not stopping at Joe McDonald. He's also had to expel Arnold Schwarzenegger from the party.
I'll be back.
The Beatles. I'll be back again. Even Labor star recruit Maxine McHugh.
I'll be back tomorrow night.
He's tough, he's not mucking about, but that is politics, Craig. I mean, these people need to learn that you can't speak your mind if you want to survive in this game. You've got to keep your thoughts to yourself.
You do, but wouldn't it be great if just once we knew what politicians were really thinking? If only they had thought bubbles coming out of their head.
Mr. Costello, how are you? Good, thanks. I've got mind-reading technology. It works really well.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
How are you?
Very well.
Not clever enough to avoid you.
Now I've got it. Now I've got it.
Right, if you want to wander in, let's come in, can't you?
I can tell what you're thinking, Malcolm.
The weather and the climate are making news.
Severe flooding has killed at least 72 people.
The evidence is now clear. The planet is being overwhelmed by celebrity documentaries.
What we saw with Katrina, to me, is just prologue. I just think that the worst is yet to come.
The UN estimates that by 2040 there could be as many as 10 million global warming docos narrated by famous people, including even this one.
There is no bingo!
But the fight against glib endorsements can be won. A rousing call to action. Narrated by Sean Penn, directed by Tim Robbins, who's married to Susan Sarandon, with a mandatory left-wing cameo from George Clooney, and generalized support from Robert Downey Jr. A Convenient Cause, now showing token support in cinema circles everywhere.
Now, just getting back to the election, Shaz, I caught a figure the other day that said the government has spent $121 million on advertising work choices.
That's money well spent. I mean, those workplace ads were everywhere. I mean, it was a saturation campaign. They're not just on TV. They even had work choices ads in the urinals in men's toilets.
Seems like an appropriate place, but you know, they are spending big everywhere. I mean, they even did a product placement deal in Hollywood. So if you look really closely, you can actually see a work choices ad in the Borat movie. Look at that there, right?
Yeah, some very subtle placement in the recent King Kong movie. So, not sure Kong was overly thrilled with that one.
And you know, they even did a deal for the new James Bond film too.
Harbour, Daniel Craig. Now that's sexy.
Absolutely. But you know, there were a couple of missed opportunities. I mean, if you're going to squander taxpayers' money on advertising, you may as well advertise absolutely everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Look, I can't believe that they didn't think of those fruit stickers. You know, those really annoying stickers you get on apples and mandarins. Now, that there is an advertising opportunity for the government that has gone begging. Hey, mate, how are you? Hey, so we just got work choices advertising, mate. We just got to put work choices on every piece of fruit in the store. There we go. Really? Yep. Do you mind, actually? Just on you there. There we go. There we go. That's great. Thank you for that, sir. Thank you. John Howard, the boss, the big boy.
Yeah, the last put something on my forehead, you know what happened to him? You're building.
For centuries now, Christian believers have witnessed miraculous sightings of Jesus and Mary. Many claimed to see an apparition of the Virgin at this Coogee fence post, while others have sworn they can make out the image of the Holy Mother in this sculpture by Michelangelo. Divine faces have been spotted everywhere, from grilled cheese sandwiches to suburban railway platforms. Now, the face of Jesus has popped up again at this public toilet block.
I just went into the cubicle here and looked down into the bowl, and lo and behold, there was Jesus smiling up at me.
Photos reveal a stain on the toilet bowl porcelain that bears a remarkable resemblance to the face of Christ.
While one is always cautious about these kinds of phenomena, we shouldn't rule out the possibility that God is trying to talk to us through this poo stain.
Pilgrims from around the world are queuing up to touch the holy skid mark.
Yeah, I've made up these T-shirts just to sell to all the tourists here. I've got this one. I've sat on Christ's throne. This one too. Holy shit happened. So, you know, just bits and pieces of merchandise.
The faithful are now asking for the toilet block to be declared a sacred site, not just because of the Jesus stain, but also because 2 cubicles down, they've now found a floater that bears an uncanny resemblance to Daryl Summers.
Up the hand. Pretty much exercise, I think. Now, Andrew, last week on the show, if I recall, you compared me to a fat camel.
Yes, it was a fat, hairy camel, actually.
Yeah, well, point taken. I think it is probably time I got a bit more fit. So I think I've decided to get into a shape, so I've joined a gym.
Oh, right. Is it one of those trendy modern gyms with the TV screens and the dance music and the...
No. I'm very simple, straight up and down kind of guy. I just wanted a plain, old school style of gym, but I think the one I chose might be slightly too old-fashioned. I don't know if this is normal for exercise.
Just need to update their equipment.
Did the job?
Look, I mean, while you've been sweating it out in gyms, I'm embarrassed to say I've been parked on the couch all week watching daytime soap operas. They're very addictive,
Oh, yeah,
Chris.
well, Days of Our Lives, The Bold and the Beautiful. I try to watch them when I get the chance because, they hold a mirror up to ourselves, don't they? It's social realism.
It's social slice of life. Look how incredibly realistic this scene is, where one character holds a conversation with their back turned to the other character.
Well, it's how I always converse with all my friends.
Oh, me too. No, it's the most natural thing in the world. I never talk to anyone unless I'm facing in a completely opposite direction to them. But it can occasionally lead to confusion.
Excuse me, I was wondering if you'd be able to tell me the time, please. I lost my watch.
It's about 5-ish.
Hi, I'd like to have a Big Mac, a large fries, and I would order something else, but I can't see the menu. Take my money, take all of it, but you will never take my child. Yes, hi, I'd like to purchase this orange juice, please. While I'm here, I have a confession to make to you. I've been going to that convenience store across the street. Yes, I've been cheating on you for years. How does that make you feel? I've never been happy with you. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I wondered if you could tell me the way, please, to the nearest bus stop. I'm on the run from the federal police.
Come that way, catch a bus this way.
Which way? Which way? I can't see where you're pointing. Where? Don't just walk away from me while I'm talking to you. Hi. I wonder if I could have a ticket to the city, please. I want to rebuild my life elsewhere and get out of this town.
I go to George Street because easy one.
Can I rebuild my life on George Street? Take me there. Thank you. Farewell, my old home.
Promises have been made this week, but none bigger than the $4 billion that the Coalition has pledged to the nation's pensioners and retirees, which leads us to this week's topic, the grey vote.
Yes, now, in 2007, Australia's elderly are feeling the pinch. They have numerous fears, numerous expenses, and they've lost many of the things that were once so precious to them.
But they've become a powerful political force. So powerful, in fact, that they've formed their own political action groups. And this has led to a recent focus on retirement options. Some refuse to retire, carrying on well past their prime, and even past their death, continuing on until the day they become worm food.
Others do retire, but find it difficult to stay retired, while others opt for a career change in later life, leaving behind their old jobs for a new career they're much less suited to.
Meanwhile, other senior citizens struggle on in the aged care sector. Now, the government's always looked after those in nursing homes, but they've now ended the practice of kerosene baths, labelling them outrageous, given the cost of petrol.
Nursing home residents also, they're often cooped up, only allowed one walk a year, leaving many old people to try to stay young simply by dressing in young people's clothes.
Senior citizens tend to vote for the Coalition because they're the only ones old enough to remember the last time Labor was in power.
And this election, the Coalition has introduced several key initiatives to specifically target old people's interests, as well as promising $4 billion to subsidise pensioners' cost of living. That's the equivalent of about 8 billion nursing home meals.
But in the end, the elderly are likely to vote for the people who most understand their predicament. The people who understand exactly what impending death feels like.
And that's Selection Watch.
Stop you there, sir. What's this? Yeah, exactly. Wearing hat on a nude beach. Okay, fine, sir. Just have to ask you about the headwear, sir. It's an item of clothing. Yeah, I have to ask you to remove it.
Is that uniform or is that just an abuse of authority?
Sir, what you're wearing is an abuse of this perfectly good nude beach.
Keeping the sun off.
You know, there are families trying to be nude around here, sir. There are only people just throwing clothes in their face like this.
Sorry about that.
What's this on your wrist? Yeah, that's right. That's a piece of apparel, sir. Wearing apparel on beach, that's a $50 fine. You either remove the watch or you leave the beach. Thank you very much. In the bag. Thank you. I have to ask you to remove the bracelet, sir.
I'm sorry. I prefer to go to jail.
Just quietly, they're not the greatest clothes either, so you're either going to remove them. I don't know whether it's going to be any better underneath, but I'm going to have to ask you to remove them. It's a free country, isn't it? You're free to be nude, you're not free to wear clothes. Take it off, please.
No, mate, look.
Take it off, please. No, all right, miss. Stop right there. Wearing cap on nude beach. Don't go away, you've got to take the fine. Just stay right there. $20 fine, madam.
What?
It's a $100 fine.
$100?
Absolutely.
What, you prefer that I get skin cancer?
Mate, look, it's a nude beach. Wearing clothes, $20 fine. That's... Thank you. Hey. What's that, sir? Bathing suit, that's right. That's what we call clothing, sir. Not permissible in this area. Have to ask you to remove it, sir.
Now?
Yeah. There we go. I'll have to take those, sir. I'll be impounding these until you get back to a clothed area. Thank you very much. Okay.
Look, I was watching Ben-Hur yet again the other night. I love that scene on the big old boat where all the slaves are rowing down in the galley and they used to keep time by rowing to the beat of this great big drum.
Yeah, they used drummers instead of coxers, so they knew when the slaves knew when to row.
Yeah, it was a great tradition. It's a pity you don't see it more these days, isn't it?
What are you talking about? I was out having a romantic row the other day. Would have been lost without my drummer.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, even most professional rowers these days, you know, your quad sculls and so on, I mean, they've started replacing their coxers with a Duracell bunny.
Maybe that's why Sally Robbins stopped rowing. The bunny's batteries ran out, obviously. But moving on, guys, if we can. I was in the city yesterday just doing a couple of errands, and do you ever get this when some of those main malls, all the street hustlers that come up with...
The American Express trying to sell a credit card, they're a plague, those people.
Yeah, all those people collecting for charities and causes. You get like 8 or 9 of them in a mall at one time.
It's a nightmare, but does anyone actually ever stop for them? Or, more to the point, could we find anyone out there who would stop for every single street hassler that approached them in a mall.
How are you guys today?
What's up?
Oh, I just want to tell you about a brand new offer from American Express. It's very exciting. Only take a second.
What is it?
Hello, madam. You heard of the Church of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints? Would you be interested in maybe taking a pamphlet and learning more about the church? That's all right.
You want to help save the koalas?
Yeah.
Thanks.
G'day guys, I'm from the Mormon Wilderness Society. We're just talking to people about God and the environment on the street. I don't know what they told you up there, it was probably rubbish.
Would you guys be interested in signing the petition? I'll just take a second. Because there's people everywhere these days, hassling people in the street, I find. Yeah. And they're awful, especially those American Express people. They're the worst.
Oh, yeah, I hate that shit, yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be interested in signing?
Yeah.
Giant stack of grievances to sort out, and the first one out of the gates, Craig, political advertising.
Yeah, there's so much political junk mail during a campaign. Those government booklets that come to your house are so annoying. I mean, do we really need to be told about internet security again?
Yeah, well, frankly, I think we do. I mean, we need to protect children from a lot of the explicit material that's out there on the web. I mean, imagine how kids would feel if they saw the latest celebrity sex video that's been leaked. I mean, look at it. It's disgusting. A lot of kids look up to Humphrey. That is just pornographic. It's wrong.
He certainly does get in all manner of strife, doesn't he?
But still on advertising, Craig, gee, the Liberals aren't giving up on their scare campaigns, are they?
No. Well, you've got to feel sorry for them. No matter what they try, it doesn't seem to work. I mean, first they tried this, then they tried this tack here, and then they even tried this one. But somehow there's still this laggy perception they've got no fresh ideas. I don't understand it.
Well, it seems to me that the scare campaigns aren't really hitting home if you look at the polls. And the reason is that the ads just aren't scary enough. But thankfully, the next government campaign should fix that.
Under a Labour government, every one of us could be devastated by the unions. So, always vote Liberal. Always.
If only Costello and Swan spoke this quickly in the debate, it wouldn't have been so dull.
All right, the next problem, Craig, is funny church signs. Now, look, I'm not a religious person at all, but I love those funny signs that you get out the front of churches. You know the ones, don't you?
Yeah, like come in for a faith lift, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Our church is prayer conditioned. That's another good one. But my personal favourite, wake up and smell the Moses. Very funny if you think about it. But why does Christianity have a monopoly on all the wacky sign comedy?
Yeah, we reckon it's about time other religions got into it too, starting with Islam. So this week we visited a few local mosques with a couple of signs.
That's right. Why not urge people don't get so hammered, instead try Mohammed? Harmless enough, I think.
It is. What about coming into Burka's backyard?
Yeah. And it worked too, look at this.
She came straight in.
Immediately effective, yeah. And then, of course, lucky last, now 99% terror-free. And away we ran.
But look, to be fair, we didn't just do it at mosques. I mean, we thought we might as well do it at a Jewish synagogue as well.
Yeah, special offer this week.
All right, and the final problem this week is Julia Gillard.
Yes, the fiery redhead of the Labor Party, and red in more ways than one, apparently, following allegations that she used to be a communist back in her student days.
She's come out and denied she was ever a member of the Communist Party, but we do have evidence linking her to some suspicious communist figures.
Ooh, that is very damning. But, you know, the denials still continue. So we thought we'd put it to the test once and for all and find out whether, after all these years, Julia Gillard would still embrace Karl Marx.
Julia, it is I, Karl Marx. You embraced me when you were young. Will you embrace me again today?
Karl, I'm worried you're getting wet. You need to get inside.
Oh, don't be self-conscious. Be class-conscious. Embrace me.
Karl, what are you doing here? No one's told you you're dead.
But my spirit lives on in you. You've become bourgeois like everybody else in the Labour Party. Auf Wiedersehen.
Guys, just before we wrap it up tonight, Jules, watching that piece of yours on the nudists earlier, it reminded me, I used to have this old flatmate. His only claim to fame was he got arrested streaking at the one-day cricket ones.
Very Australian thing to do. But you know what I hate about streaking? It's that it's only ever naked people who are allowed to interrupt other people's activities.
I know.
Why can't it be the other way around?
Exactly. So we thought we'd change all that by streaking fully dressed at some nude events. Starting with this Nudist Colony Sports Day.
Yeah, and... that was a lot of fun. But as usual, the cops were spoiling it. They were onto us like hawks.
And then we did it at this Spencer Tunick photo shoot.
Yes, which went down much better. They barely even noticed us, actually.
Actually, can we just go back to that nude volleyball game? The funny thing about that footage is there's 3 nudists turned out to be Family First Party candidates.
And on that revelation, we'll bid you good night. Just a reminder, if you're over 18 and haven't enrolled to vote yet, bad luck, you're too late because John Howard changed the rules. Good night.
Good night.